bar. I gotta smoke a cigarette on this. Cigarettes ain't around. I just don't do weed or any other drugs, but I have to comment on the shooting that's going on in Philly that left mm, 6 or more brothers, 1,000 running, probably injured more than that. Um, Kareem, for those who have celebrated the Eid festivals today, I myself stopped by there on 8th and Slauson to give my salams to the Ummah and a wonderful halal meal of lamb and so on and so forth was being served as they did the Eid prayer. I'm praying for Philly to get some answers, but at the end of the day, I don't have too many to give other than what they're reporting because I have a report from a brother who, is on the phone with their imam. And obviously, there is an issue that Philly's been going through with these shootings lately. We seen with, Gilly and his son have went through recently out there. There's a lot of Muslims who converted, some born into Islam. I'm not sure of what and who's the body of Ummah out there, but we have our own politics as it pertains to the Quran. We go by the Sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad, may peace and blessings be upon him. As Sunni Muslims, we have the Quran to tell us what a Muslim can and can't do. Obviously, a Muslim knows if he kills a real steadfast brother who's a Muslim, there is no paradise for you, brother. You can't go into paradise doing that. There's no forgiveness. Now, there is a Sharia law applied to if you kill a Muslim for non-Muslims, but a Muslim, that's different. You know better, and if that's what took place there, whatever you brothers personally was going through, even if you just now converted into Islam, because I was born into it, I'm a Haji, made the Hajj, pilgrimage to Mecca, kissed the black stone, stoned the 3 shaitans, drank from the well of Zamzam, did the tawaffs around the Kaaba, kissed the black stone. As I keep saying, I can't tell you brothers how passionate I am about telling y'all that what's going on in Philly, and what I've been hearing, even the PMB Rock situation that went on, there's a lot of Philly brothers that's good brothers. There's a lot of good sisters out there too, on they deen. They don't deserve that look. I'm just telling you, and I've been out there with the Palestinian brothers at all the protests and the Ummah and seeing them go through war, and then here we are, going through our own personal situations. You know what I'm saying? This wasn't no terrorist attack, if we got converts that we're letting around the Ummah and the body, it's up to you to screen them. Check them. Check their pockets, We got security on deck at all times around the sisters and the brothers. You're supposed to check the brothers. Man, let me see what you got to... Come on, do your post. You know how the Sunnah is... We don't play that. You know what I'm saying? So anybody who was dedicated on security that day, that was supposed to hold that post, brother, you dropped the ball. That's number one. Number two, we need answers as far as how and where that fest was given, and exactly do they have video surveillance footage. And I know they arrested whatever, they had the little, the shroud on or whatever, but at the end of the day, it could be more involved in this. We don't know. And I don't do conspiracy, but I will tell you this. Ain't no non-Muslim, no podcast, nobody speaking on Al-Islam. Unless you check with the imam and brothers who are born in Al-Islam that were made Muslims from the birth. That's who you check with. Because we have a chain of command in Islam. I'm not saying the brothers who convert newly into it did this. But what I am saying to you is this. Every Muslim knows if you kill a Muslim, you go into what? The hellfire. We know this. So whoever shot, obviously you didn't know the value. You didn't know the intentions. And you didn't know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, bruh, will not grant you paradise if any of them brothers and sisters pass away. So you playing with it, you playing with the deen. That's what you're doing. And those who invited these people, who didn't watch them and you seen something and you didn't tell the brother on post, then you responsible too. I'm just saying. I may Allah grant, it's gonna be a whole lot of questions on this one. Who dropped the ball? So when we go to the penitentiary, we have an email. We have our own card. Everybody got their Crips, Bloods, drug dealers, GDs, vice for Muslims. We don't answer to nobody. We go by the Quran and the Sunnah and the Sharia. So we don't, anybody commenting on Islam or who's a Muslim, who's not a Muslim, and you not a Muslim, I suggest you ask a brother and get some dawah. We don't have time to keep explaining to people, this ain't a game. This ain't what you want to mess with. We're very militant, very trained, and I'm pretty sure some brothers shot back. We ain't got a problem. We gonna get our sisters and our families home. But let this be a warning to those who are in the Ummah and not understanding what time it is now. So I took heed to the warning because I laid back. I let something go the other day. Some people are making comments about who's a Muslim and who not. And it's starting to be repetitiously disrespectful. So I let the brothers have, brothers from the nation handle their business. I ain't got nothing to say about that. But I could talk about the Sunnah or the Sunni part of it because I am one. My dad's was, may Allah grant him in the paradise, an imam. We were born into it. So I don't have no breaks when it comes to this. If I was on post at that event, brother, I'm pretty sure I would either be one of the ones shot or the ones trying to catch whoever was shooting. I guarantee you that. So we ain't got time to figure out who, what, where, when, but we're going to wait till the facts come out. But we are going to say this. If you want to come into Islam, it's peaceful. But there is a side of the sword to where we do fight back. And I've been saying this on a million hits. I don't play with that. Don't think we're weak. We're there to love you, show you what God is. We're not there to hate you, hurt you, shoot you. This ain't a game. Don't treat it like that. Don't go to any event to where you pulling guns, fighting around the brothers and the sisters. We're the ones that you call if something happened in the community. So if you see something like this is an attack. This is an attack not only on Muslims, but on the whole body of African Americans who represent that area where that is happening. So that means all should be involved in that investigation. The whole community should come together and denounce that. So shout out to Philly, man. Hey, and any Muslim that is fighting for his life, may Allah grant you in the paradise. You were there at the most holiest time and the most beautifulest holiday at the end of your fast. And now you fighting for your life. You know what I'm saying? During Eid. We ain't never had a shooting since I ain't never heard of nothing like this. So it was my duty to come on here and address not only Philly, but address Los Angeles. Because I'm hearing some stuff on the internet. Don't comment on the Ummah the same way I can't comment on a blood or a Crip issue. Don't comment on no Muslim issue unless you check with a Muslim brother. That's all. That's it. We're going to deal with our own. We're going to handle it how we handle it. Assalamu alaikum. Eid Kareem to all those who were celebrating it today. We celebrated on 8th Ave in Slauson. I went through there, gave the salams. I didn't get no halal because they tore it up. But at the end of the day, we're praying for Philly. We praying for, for Palestine. Free Palestine. Ain't nothing never gonna change. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So it looks like everybody, there's a terrorist attack. No, they ain't crazy. Ain't nobody gonna run up all them brothers and sisters. It's internal. It's some issues they gotta deal with. I could say that. It's some, could be some converts. People who had an enemy and they seen them and they seen them and they wasn't fully ready to let it go and blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm hearing. So you got to be mindful who you let around the brother and the sisters, the brothers and the sisters, because they converted into Islam don't mean they don't have that same enemy trying to kill them. You know what I'm saying? That's going to understand that they in the deen now. So we understand that. And just because you changed your life in front of the brothers and in front of the brotherhood, don't mean that, you know what I'm saying, the people from the streets is going to accept your change. So that's all. It's your boy Mason 933. You watch A Million Hits. Nasser Abdullah Bakir. Signing off for Ed. Happy Ed. And we're praying for the brothers abroad as well as in Philly now. Peace.